let's get into it. Mayhem 4. Battleborn MCs. Shout out to Diamond Lex and Double Stacks. What an awesome event. I had a good time. You know that Mayhem is where I started my media journey. You feel me? So, yeah, shouts out to BBMC for having me. I was a co-host there. I've seen 5 good battles. So let's just run it down the line. I think first battle of the night was first battle of the night was Emerge versus Teddy B. High energy battle. Emerge came out punching out the gate. I think I would say I would say this. It was a lot of bars that night, but I would say the most entertaining and probably the funniest bar, and it could go for probably bar. It didn't really. I mean, you can say it's a bar. Some people can say it's not a bar, but it was a bar where he's. I want to say Emerge said it. Emerge said it's always a fat nigga calling another fat nigga a fat nigga, and then called him a fat nigga. Like the whole battle was very entertaining. Emerge was punching out the gate. That first round from Emerge was crazy. I know he probably did go over the time limit, but I mean Teddy B let it rock. Teddy B, he was spitting. I think his best round for me was his third. I really felt that coaching shit. Shout out Teddy B for that. But Emerge was just hitting on all cylinders. He was unstoppable. He was barring. He was punching. So I definitely had Emerge taking that one. I want to say Gentleman's 30 because I like Teddy B's third round. Teddy B's third round was awesome. I fuck with that coach and dad narrative. That was cool. I like the angle that he took on that. Was good, Diamond Lex. So I like Teddy B's third round. That's why I want to lean that third round because I just liked it. I liked it a little bit more than what Emerge was saying. Even though Emerge was spitting, don't get it wrong, don't get it twisted. Emerge was spitting, but I like that round from Teddy B. That was a great round for him. I like the angle, what he was saying, and just the whole delivery of it. So 2-1, Emerge, Gentleman's 30. Next battle after that was it Drop and Joker? It was Drop and Joker J. Joker J, he didn't seem like he was engaged in the battle fully. It seemed like his preparation was probably a little bit off. It just didn't seem that he was engaged. He was locked in. Drop was definitely locked in. Drop was spitting. Drop had bars. Drop had metaphors. Drop was bringing up old shit that happened in Joker J's battles. Drop was just clicking, man, and he is very dope. I would like to see Drop more. I think from the first time I seen him to now, he has progressed, and I hope he keep progressing. With the battling. I got dropping that. I want to say 3-0. 3-0 drop. Joker J has some moments, but it just Drop was just, he was just on. Like, it was just over. I can't even explain what Drop was doing. He was really like, I think he was picking apart Joker J, man. It was entertaining, you know? So I got dropped 3-0 with that. Then next battle was Teddy B. Oh, next battle. Next battle was a money battle. I think it's next next battle was a money battle. I think it was $1,000 on the line at the end. At the end, right before they started, Duncan and Damo Gas. Ladies and gentlemen, when I say this is a Damo Gas I've never seen in my life, this was a Damo Gas I've never seen in my life. It might be Duncan was clicking too. Honestly, the battle came down to the third round. It might be some complications in that third round. When the video drop, you will see. Yeah, $1,000 on it. Thank you, Diamond Lex. It was crazy. The third round had complications. I don't know how people are going to perceive what happened after that. But it was a judge battle. It was 3 judges in the building. They voted Damo. Damo came out the winner. He came out victorious, and he took the money. Now, I don't know. Like, people are going to feel how they feel about the battle, but judges did judge and vote, and they voted for Damo, so Damo won that. Me personally, I would have say it's a debatable. They were clicking on, like, they wasn't missing. Damo was punching. He started off his round, I think one round or maybe both rounds, he kind of stumbled, but it wasn't a bad stumble, like, whereas he couldn't get himself back. I think it was like at the beginning or some shit like that. But like I said, it was 2-1 from the judges split. Can you tell us the judges that voted for Damo? And can you tell me their rounds, how they had it? Did they have it 3-0 Damo? Did they have it 2-1 Damo? But yeah, I wouldn't say it was a highly debatable. It comes down to the third. I definitely want to go back and watch that third. I would say this too. Duncan might have both third rounds were short. Let's just put that out there in the air. Both third rounds were short. I think if Duncan wouldn't have cut his round short, it wouldn't have been close. He would have took the battle. But he cut his round short, so I think that gave room for the judges to really think about the bars, because they were both rounds were short. I want to say like a minute 30-ish a piece, a minute 35. So, but each judge really on edge with the decision. See what I'm saying? So it was a very close. Like I said, it got to come down. Someone threw Duncan off in his third. He messed up his momentum, if I recall. Now, okay, something was said. Something was said. You're absolutely correct. Something was said. Now, did that throw Duncan off? It could have thrown Duncan off. It probably did threw Duncan off. But I do want to say this. How somebody explained it to me is, it was money on the line. It was a judge battle. This is what happens. So you got to either fight through it or, the judge is going to, choose who they chose. And he tried to fight through it, but it didn't end up as I think he was seeing it was going to end up. And it was it came down to the judges. I think that left room for the judges to really decide, to really think about, like, okay, well, his round was short. So now if it sounded like Duncan through his round, if he would have just got through his whole round without any stumble, without cutting it short, boom. Duncan wins. But it just that shortness, it left too much room. Because Damo definitely cut his short. Definitely cut his short. And I was surprised he cut his short. He just cut it short. I think it was the momentum, like it was just the energy. Like, it was crazy. Like, it was $1,000 on the line. These battle rappers were not playing. When the film come out, I hope, I want to say I want that to drop first, but I really don't want that to drop first because I really want the main event to drop first because that shit was crazy. But we going to wait till it come out. Like I said, the third round was the most debatable round for me. I want to say I had Duncan in the first or Damo in the second, or it was flip-flop. It was, I had one of them taking each round, each of the first two rounds. So it was even flip-flop. I just got to go back and watch it. But they were close. Like, they didn't just take it clearly. Like, it was close. Like, Damo might have edged that second, or Duncan might have edged that first, because they were both clicking on all cylinders. So shout out to them. We're gonna wait till the footage come out. But it was a highly debatable. To me, the judges chose Damo. Damo won the money, so Damo technically won the battle. Then we go to our co-main event. Shrub Head versus Stony Potson. What a fucking battle. If you're not familiar with these two, get familiar with these two, because it's about to be a lot of noise made with these two battlers. This battle was high octane, high energy, bars after bar after bar after bar. The wittiness of Stony Potson, like the way he puts together a round is crazy. Shout out to Stony. Shout out to Shrub for that fucking third round. Another highly debatable. Like, I think this is, like, you can't even, could you say preference? I don't even know if you could say preference with this. Like, they were both barring each other alive from the first round to the third. Consistent bars. Consistent. Like, I've never, man, like, I really enjoyed this battle. A highly debatable for me. I think I want to lean more towards Shrub because of that third. That third was crazy. That third was crazy. And I heard it was like if I'm not mistaken, it was like a rebuttal, or he mentioned something. I think that was the bar that he said Stoney had camped outside for a whole week and shit, like out the venue. Like, it was just crazy, yo. Like, shout out to them, man. I don't know, man. We just gonna have to wait till that come out. I think Lex should just drop all the battles on one day, man. Just drop them all. They were that good that you could drop all 5 of them on one day. I had Shrub, Gentleman's 30, maybe Preference. That's tough. I think it was close. I think it was closer than what you think. I think I had Shrub in the first, Stoney in the second, and then it came down to the third, or maybe Stoney. It's flip-flop because something happened in that battle with Stoney, if I'm not mistaken, in that first or second round. So that was like it kind of like threw him off, or maybe, or something. I can't remember offhand because I was drinking, but I was in tune. But but you can still garner in Gens 30, all the other ops still cooking. Yeah, absolutely. You can. I want to say that he got you in the second though, Shrub. I think it was the second, bro. I think it was the second. It was. Was it the second? I think it was the second. But I liked your second too. But I think he just edged it, you know. And then the third, I liked your third. Y'all liked your third better than his third. the rebuttal. I think the whole little the angle that you had. The angle that you had was dope, you know, in that third. So I will go back and look at it, but I lean towards Shrub with a 2-1 edge. No 30, no 30. I can't. I don't see. I didn't see a 30. The only clear 30 that night was Drop. That was a clear 30. So then the main event. The main event, Capo Bravado versus Greedy. First of all, I want to say this. Capo fucked up the whole shit. It was no coin toss or nothing. He just went. He just started rapping. Like that's how much energy was put into this battle. Like no coin toss, no nothing. We went to introduce. Capo started rapping. Shout out Diamond Legs. But yeah, man, the first round, I like the I wanna go with Greedy on the behalf of the sports bars that was there. I'm a fan of sports, so I guess it's gonna go preference off of this, right? So the sports bars was there, how he broke down New Orleans, the 9, the Drew Brees, all of that shit. Like that shit was dope, man. Shout out Greedy for that. I had Greedy in the first. I want to say Capo in the second, and then the third. Man, that battle was very spooky, man. That battle was spooky. In the third, oh shit, I don't know. This is a tough one because Capo had that angle with the whole gang shit about the Chicago rappers and shit, like how they like beef with each other or some shit. I think that was in the third. Like I man, that fucking that was crazy. Like they both was punching. They both were punching. Like this was a different Capo. This was a different Greedy. Like this battle would get a lot of playback value, and this battle should come out first. This battle should be dropped tomorrow, to be honest. I ain't even gonna cap. Like, we can't keep the people waiting for this. Like, this battle was fucking ridiculous. If I had to give it to someone, man, it's tough. Oh, my fact, this was a money battle as well, and the judges voted Greedy. So Greedy technically won. I just want to put that out there. They were upstairs on this, and this was a judge battle. I don't remember how much money was on the line for that battle. I want to say probably like 500 or something of that nature, but the judges voted for Greedy. Greedy won. I don't know how the judge vote went. I don't know if it was 2-1 Greedy or 3-0 Greedy, but he did win that battle. But from in my opinion, because that's what this is all. I think Shook said this earlier in the face-off versus Danny. Shit is subjective, right? So I would say this was another debatable battle. Like, if I'm going to lean towards any a battler in this one, I might lean towards Capo. Not saying that Greedy was bad. Not saying that Greedy was bad at all. Like, they both was cooking. But I just have to go back and watch. I just got to go back and watch, man. That third round was crazy from both. I think it's tough, man. It's tough. I like Capo's angle in the third. That was a good angle. Like they both did something that they've never seen from each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, they both separated himself from the battle, which edged me the battle. That rebuttal was in the third. I think that rebuttal was in the third. Ooh. I forget. See, I gotta go back and watch, man. See, oh my gosh. That's crazy, man. Oh man. It might just, oh my goodness. Can it be a draw? Can it be a draw? Like, You know what? The culture won with this one. How about that? Arizona won with this battle. How about that? The BBMC won with this main event. How about that? How about that? Can we just say that for good measures, just to be safe? The culture won, AZ won. Shout out to these two battlers. Shout out Greedy Capone. Shout out Capo Bravado. Y'all put on. Ladies and gentlemen, give them a round of applause. That shit was fucking dope, bro. I'm telling you, like, man. A classic, yeah. Definitely. Instant classic, enough said. So overall, the event, dope. I give it I want to give it an 8. We have battles that didn't happen. So, that takes away from, I don't know how much it took away, but it took away a little bit. But the 5 battles that happened that night, it low-key probably didn't even, I ain't gonna lie, it probably didn't even matter that we didn't get the other battles that didn't happen. The Lego, the Logic and Black, and it was another one. I can't remember offhand. But shit was dope. Shout out BBMC. Thanks for having me. I would love to come down there and host again. I had a good time. Me and the missus, you know what I'm saying? She enjoyed herself. So blessings to you, brothers. Shout out Diamond Lex and Double Stacks for having me, man, for real. Also, I did do a face-off that night, the night before Damo and the night before the event, Damo and Duncan. So if you haven't seen the face-off is still on the AZ Controversy page. Make sure y'all check that out before the battle drops.